Instagram. It's a very popular app that a lot of you probably know and use. Chances are that if you're watching this video right now, you have it downloaded on your own phone. However, the feature that has probably caught the attention of most people has been Reels. Now, if you don't know what Reels are, they're basically like TikTok videos or YouTube Shorts, except for the many, many terrible comments that pop up under these videos. Yeah, not exactly the friendliest place to be. While the comments may be bad enough on their own, they certainly aren't the main star of the show. No, that spot would belong to the reels themselves, and not just any reels, but those that involve conspiracy theories.
What you're looking at is the baby, okay? And supposedly, he's in a costume for a music video called The Boogeyman. But look at this, man.
Vibrational color symbolizes emotion over the mind, the lower self. So, let me know what you guys think. Is this a cool?
Those of you who have not learned what some call the deep things of Satan.
Very conservative guy who was very, very
Oh my gosh, that's a mask.
African Americans when he shot.
Holy cow.
We always had.
You thought I would break? Never!
Chances are, if you've doom scrolled for long enough, you've probably come across a video talking about reptilians or famous Hollywood elites sacrificing children to stay younger, and maybe even some secret society composed of the top 1% hell-bent on controlling the masses. But are they onto something, or are they just some bozos that managed to gain internet access? Well, that's what we're going to figure out today, starting off with Alright, so we've all heard about reptilians, right? Shape-shifting, super intelligent, powerful beings that run the world. If you haven't, consider yourself lucky. If this is your first time hearing about it, it is a deep rabbit hole. Anyway, today we'll be looking at some examples of the ever-growing reptilian takeover. So the first video involves a reporter named Michael Brownlee, who was working for the Fox News Network at the time and was talking about an incident that had happened at the night high school, which we won't be getting into in this video, but rather we'll just focus on this segment of the report in particular. So we're off to a fantastic start with the Bandicam.com banner up top here. We also have this little caption saying, uh-oh, my scales are starting to show. Now, even in the beginning frame of this video, you can already tell that the reptilian underneath him is ready to make its appearance. And if you hold on to the video long enough, you can also see that there are scale formations shown on the top of his forehead, on top of his eyebrows. Look at this. He goes to the right. The cameraman pans to the left. Now, why would they do this? Clearly, they are trying to hide the fact that there is a reptilian lizard man reporter working for the Fox 11 News. There's no other answer for this. Alright, so now that we've analyzed the video in a very in-depth manner, we can go to the comment section to see what the world's brightest minds have to say. Grown adults don't know what glitching is. Clearly a deep state agent. Damn, dude must have some bad luck if it happens almost every time. Oh yeah, this is another thing I forgot to mention, but this isn't the only time that this has happened to this guy. Like there's a whole compilation of of him turning into a reptilian. It's online. It's on YouTube somewhere. I'll have to find that video again, but there's a whole compilation of this happening to the same exact dude. All right, so next we got this guy over here saying, notice how his nose gets a little red. Their scales take damage when exposed to oxygen. 79 comments under this. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about this. Yes, 100%. Their skin scales cannot take the acidity our oxygen has since their home world doesn't have the same air quality as ours, therefore they bleed. Us real humans have gotten used to this chemical in our oxygen, so we don't notice it. Whoa, really? That's so crazy. I can't believe I didn't know about this sooner. Can you tell me more? I've never heard of this. Are we in danger? Oh my god. Clearly the brightest minds are congregating here under this reptilian post. So let's see what else we got. 79 comments. People wasted this much time. What this comment over here by Tyrell saying he gets off the camera real fast when he realizes he's shifting. And one of the first comments says, "Please stop smoking crack." I couldn't agree more. So clearly people don't think this is real, and frankly I can't blame them, because this probably is just a little glitch happening within the pixels. Now I think I heard a little bit of like or at least I read a bit of an argument saying about how the pixels don't move when he moves, but I mean, if you want to take a look at the video again, yeah, apparently it starts glitching out right above here, and I guess they don't move with him, but it was just like little glitch spots or pixels or whatever that popped up over here, and then he just moves to the right once he realizes that the signal isn't being picked up or translated correctly. So, in all honesty, this is probably just TV glitching. I don't think the Fox 11 News hires reptilian people, but I could be wrong. I don't know if it's a requirement in their hiring process, but I think this is just a normal guy who just has bad reception. Alright, so the second video is what looks to be reptilian people hiding themselves in currency. So let's take a look at the video. Alright, so right off the bat, we're being hit with some pretty undeniable evidence of reptilians putting themselves on European currency. So what he's done is he's taken a euro, folded it in half, and then brought it up to a mirror where you can kind of see a face over here. You got two eye holes, a bit of a nose, and then some mouth forming at the bottom. And he does this with two other notes. He does this with the 20 also. Same thing. He just folds it in half and then brings it up to the mirror. And then you can see the little face over here. And what I wanted to talk about was this page over here, because this guy's not even like he's not even a conspiracy theorist. He's just some random travel vlogger person. And you can even see here that he's got two pictures of just some like Tokyo scenery or in Japan somewhere, and then a picture of a monkey for some reason. And then you get this post. You just scroll down and then you get this post where it says coincidence or lizard people. So I guess he just saw this and he just wanted to let everybody know that Europe is just they're under reptilian control or something. And then you got this guy over here saying, "Is that a real currency? Bro's never seen European currency." Bro's on to nothing. And then if you get onto this comment over here saying, "Why is no one talking about the fact that that's literally just the northern half of Scandinavia? You folded the bill in half and called Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia a lizard face." It really is just that. I looked up a map of Scandinavia and it's the same thing. You could see over here where this is probably like the little mouth section if you put it up to a mirror. And then the eyes and like a bit of the mouth section would be probably over here. And they look the exact same. They're just flipped at different angles. So unfortunately, I guess that map disproved the theory that there are reptilians putting themselves on some European currency for some reason, which I don't know why they would do that in the first place if they were trying to remain a secret. But with that video concluded, we can move on to the next section. The top 1%ers, the elites, the few who run the world and keep the common man firmly beneath them. Are they the ones who actually run the world? Probably. After all, they do say, money makes the world go around. So the first video is showing how Kate Middleton was apparently trying to warn the world about her baby because she dressed similarly to Rosemary from the 1968 movie Rosemary's Baby. Alright, so this video is pretty straightforward. I mean, they both have the exact same dress pretty much. And I guess this page over here is just trying to claim that she's trying to warn the world of the royal family's otherworldly ties. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Rosemary's Baby, it's basically about a woman whose husband sells her out to satanic cult, and then she gives birth to a demonic baby. Now, me personally, I don't understand the importance of the royal family or even care to find out, but this is probably one of the worst conspiracy theory type videos I've seen. I mean, who cares enough to watch and track everything they do and then connect this video to a movie from the late 60s? But hey, you know, maybe she just liked the film because that's pretty much the exact same dress. Anyways, I guess it's time to look at the comments that they have here. Alright, so if we take a look at this first comment over here, it says, duh. There's a video of a naked child crawling out of a window at the palace and he falls. No one knows. There's 222 replies. And I've already been through this. Through all these comments over here. And something that's annoying, I don't know if it's just because I'm on PC for Instagram. But you can see that the comments repeat. I mean, look, if you just take a look at these emojis over here. Scroll down, pops up second time, third time, fourth time. So I'm pretty sure they're just being repeated. I don't know why. But yeah, it's just the same comments over and over. And this one over here says it was a young boy, probably about 9 or 10, trying to escape the horrors of what was going on inside. And then over here is what have we never seen a clip of that show? Why was there a 17-year-old girl found dead on the ground same year unsolved? And I think they were referring to a previous comment over here. They're saying like, oh, it's from a television show or something. Yeah, over here it says Brits will often say it's from a comedy show on the telly. I've seen so many comments over the years about that video. Yeah, that was just a TV show, buddy. Not everything you see on the TV is real, you know? I have no idea what this is talking about, and frankly, I don't care, so I'm not going to look that up. So, we should move on to the next one over here where it says, let's see. Oh, here it is. Princess Diana wore a red dress with a white collar when she left the hospital with Charles and Prince Harry. Catherine wore her red dress to pay homage to Diana when she, Catherine, left the hospital with her husband and second son. So I actually looked this up. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I guess she was trying to pay homage to Diana. She wore pretty much the same dress, I guess. It's not the same dress, but similar. So I'm pretty sure that's all that this was. I mean, again, maybe she just liked the movie and she wanted to wear it. But the rest of these are just, yeah, they're just saying that it's a stretch. They don't really believe it. House of Lusignan, they're Luciferians. I have no clue what that is. Charles is a Rothschild. Man, I was gonna call bullshit, but the dress is literally identical. Same, like that's a wild choice. Who picks out the exact same lace? I don't know, man. Maybe she just liked the movie. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is probably one of the worst ones that I've found. So yeah, with those comments out the way, I guess we could just move on to the next video. So this next video is talking about how the financial collapse is going to be orchestrated by the world's elite and how they'll implement a new system, which he says is not based on the US dollar, and that any and all old bank accounts will be used as they would be frozen.
When the next crisis hits, the elites are planning to freeze the financial system, and they'll replace it with a new system, one not based on the US dollar. When that happens, we'll wake up to a very strange and disturbing new reality.
And for our viewers that are watching today, what might their reality look like that morning? How does this manifest?
First, they'll have gone to bed knowing that a massive financial crisis was underway. But when they wake up, they'll find it has worsened and the contagion has spread worldwide. When they go to withdraw money, their ATM will say closed temporarily. When they go to sell stocks, their account will say transaction not available. When they go to their local business, that business will only accept cash if it's open. As citizens realize they're being barred from their money, riots will erupt. It's going to get really bad really quickly.
How would such a freeze actually work? And wouldn't that be highly illegal?
Well, it wouldn't be illegal technically because they've been quietly laying the groundwork for...
Alright, so we're ending this section off with this clip over here of this guy named Jim Rickards, who used to be a U.S. financial advisor at some point in his life. And I guess he came onto a news station talking about his private meetings with Bernanke, Zhu, and Bilderberg. He says, I came away stunned. Ice 9 is real. Now, I don't know what Ice 9 is. I think it might be referring to a book or something. But right now he's just talking about how, you know, the elites are planning to freeze the financial system and that they'll make a new one that's not based on the US dollar. So I'm guessing he's saying that they're just going to make a digital currency, one that they can control the value of. So I guess he's telling the viewer that they'll wake up to a strange and disturbing new reality, just like this guy's hairline. And then we got the anchor over here asking how it's going to go down. So then he's going to start explaining how it looks like. So he's going to say that the viewer is going to go to bed. You know, they'll know that something was happening the night before, and then they'll wake up. Obviously, it's gotten worse, and he says the contagion has spread worldwide. So I think this video might have gone a little bit late to my feed, you know, 3 or 4 years late.
When they go to withdraw money, their ATM will say closed temporarily. When they go to sell stocks,
and then he starts going on about how, you know, accounts are frozen, they can't take money out, you're not going to be able to trade stocks. And right now he's saying that businesses will only accept cash if it's open. Now this is one of the things that I've actually seen. Not that, you know, businesses will only accept cash, you know, if they're open, but not a lot of people have been paying with cash. I usually see people paying with debit cards, credit cards, you know, their phones. But I very rarely see people paying with actual cash nowadays. And then he says that, you know, riots are gonna erupt as soon as people realize they can't take their money out. And then after this, it cuts off the video. It just starts repeating after this. Alright, so we can take a look at the comments now, and Stock Trader Chio over here says, I will have a list of all the rich people's addresses for everybody. I'm pretty sure you just googled it. I'm pretty sure it's not an actual list. And we got this guy over here saying it's not all rich people. They will lose it also. There's but a handful of elites that run the world. Probably the, you know, a little bit more truth to that than this guy's claim over here that he has a bunch of addresses from, you know, elites. And we got, so when is this going to happen so I can take my money out before? I don't even think they mentioned a date in the video. They say that it just happens soon, like every single one of these videos. You know, everybody's just saying, oh, the economy's going to collapse, you know, it's over. And they've been saying this for I don't know how long. And, you know, it's still there. As tattered as it may be, it's still there. The time is now. Take your money out now. And we got this guy over here, fucking prophecy. October to December of what? Oh, never mind. He says around October to December. Alright, so this is the actual owner of the page saying for around October to December. This is a week ago. So, you know, it's coming up, people. So, you know, take out your money now, I guess. Go to the elite's home first. All fighting will go to them. They go hide in the bunkers. All we have to do is stake out their bunkers, have around-the-clock people next to the entrances until they're ready to come out. They're not going to stay there forever. They got to come out someday from those holes, and they will not be able to run the world from under there either. Yeah, so these people can't even form a coherent sentence, so I don't think they'd have the brain power to even survive a financial collapse. You know, nonetheless, hunt, I guess, elites from this guy's list up here. So, oh, we got this guy over here saying it's happening already. I just went to my ATM and it said insufficient funds. And most of these other comments are just saying the same thing. Even got this one over here saying, let's get rid of the elites. They're ruining our lives, you know. Just other people asking, when can these things actually be planned? And I'm pretty sure most of these people wouldn't even be able to shoot a gun, nonetheless protect themselves. So they'd probably just die in the, you know, quote unquote financial collapse. But, you know, with that said, I guess we can move on to the next section of the video. Now onto my personal favorite part of the video, cryptids. Mysterious creatures that roam the desolate parts of the world and somehow always find their way into the crosshairs of a camera from the early 2000s. The first video dealing with the unknown contains a man looking out his window and seeing a demon, or what looks to be an alien, approaching him.
Oh my god. Mike, I need you. People think I'm nuts. It's on video, it's playing right now. This thing's coming up to the steps in my backyard, Mike. It's like a weird, demonic looking thing. Oh my god, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh. This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This thing is. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened. We got disconnected.
Alright, so we're starting off with this video over here that says, what the heck is that? Is that a demon or an alien? And we got this big red circle over here, just in case you missed this figure in the corner of the video. You got this guy over here saying, oh my god. And he says he's gonna call his friend. And there it is. And he starts it off with, Mike, I need you. So just to put this in perspective, right? It's around like 3 or 4 in the morning. You get a random call from one of your friends. And the first thing he starts off with is, Mike, I need you. I mean, come on, how are you supposed to react to that?
People think I'm nuts. It's on video.
Then he starts explaining over here.
This thing's coming up to the steps.
He's talking about this little figure over here that's approaching him.
It's like a weird.
He still doesn't even know what's going on, so he's
Oh
barely
god,
explaining it to him.
Mike. It came
He
back.
starts praying, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess that would make it a demon rather
This
than an
thing
alien.
is looking weird. Oh my gosh.
Neighborhood tweaker over here.
Oh my god.
Got his hands on a Morse suit. Just swinging his hands about. Oh. And then he pulls out the minionese. It's working though. It's working. He starts spazzing out a little bit over here. And I guess he just telepathically hung up the phone. And it works, you know? There he goes. So, you know, next time you encounter an alien, or a demon in this case, I guess, you know, just start speaking minionese. It works on him, man. They've seen the Despicable Me movies. Now with the video out the way, we could probably look at the comments over here. Got this guy over here saying, damn, I believe it's real. That seems some type of crypt. Something we are now going to see more often because of the heightened frequency of the planet. The veil is lifting. I don't know how the frequencies are heightened on the planet. I wasn't aware of that. He says the veil is lifting. Doesn't mean it's demonic, but probably something from the lower 4th dimension. Maybe something lost from hybrid program or some interdimensional entity, in my opinion. Okay, so now we've got 4th dimensional beings harassing people in their backyards. What are you yapping about, bro? He's not yapping. That's demonic. Yeah, man, I'm sure it was. 556 mag dump. Probably the only comment that I would agree with here. I'm saying, then if all else fails, you need some 30-06 black tip and a bottle of holy water. Maybe, you know, that'd probably do the trick. Then we got this guy over here saying, that's the naked neighbor. So this is probably the actual only explanation to this. I mean, maybe he's not naked completely. He probably has like one of those Halloween costume suits. But it's just some random guy who I guess maybe had a little too much to drink and stumbled on this guy's yard. And then got scared away by the blabbering. Skinwalker maybe. I'd say that it was a rake. I remember watching the whole video and I am so glad that he called his buddy. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so you know, you got people calling it a skinwalker or a rake. I honestly don't know the difference between those. This video is 100% real because his friend was speaking in tongues and he said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, go away and leave, Jesus. I can interpret what he was saying, and this is how I know this video is real. Alright, so we got more people claiming to speak in tongues, and amen. Truly. Demons are aliens. Speaking in tongues. Do you know who the original poster was? I swear if you go to that on TikTok, this poor girl has been getting so much of this. I don't know how much she can handle it. Yeah, so this is probably what's happened to like a bunch of these cryptid videos on Instagram, is people just rip the clips from somewhere else, probably YouTube or another streaming platform, and then they just dubbed their own audio into it. And I guess somebody thought this was a good idea. I mean, this is probably just a stupid prank. I mean, it's probably not even real, of course. But no, these guys on this page just peddle it as real and dubbed it "Guy attacked by demon calls for his friend to pray about him." So yeah. I mean, mag dumps are cool, but I have a katana. Don't want to make too much noise at night sometimes, you know. Got a real warrior over here. Where is Zach back? I have no idea who that is. It's a rig. I don't think that's the original video, but this did happen. This video was taken down from YouTube. Yeah, so like the other video said, I mean, this probably isn't the original video. This is probably taken from somewhere else. And they just dubbed their own audio into it. That's probably what happens to like 90% of these videos. They're either fake or they're just some other clip taken out of context maybe and then just dubbed over. But that's pretty much it for this one. They just pretty much repeat the same thing. Naked person through the mesh screen. Doesn't look weird at all. Looks like a naked dude. Yeah, it's like that other comment was saying. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I guess we could take a look at the final clip for this section and probably close out the video. The final clip that brings this video to a close is of some guy who thinks that the government is releasing animal hybrids into national forests across the country, and the only proof of it that he has is of a container shaking.
Have you ever heard the theory that they're releasing animal hybrid cryptids into our national forest? Take a look at this.
Man, I don't know what's in that thing, but whatever's in it is going free.
Somebody please tell me that's how they move bulls for rodeos now, because what kind of fiduciary is this?
Alright, so the final clip we're going to be looking at today to end this video off comes from a page called The Ancient Enigma Files. And just from the description over here, it's just going to be about cryptids in national parks.
Have you ever heard the theory that they're releasing animal hybrid cryptids into our national...
So he starts this video off asking the viewer if they've ever seen or heard of a theory about, I guess, I'm presuming the government releasing cryptid hybrid animals into national forests across the country.
Take a look at this.
And he tells us to take a look at this, which I'm assuming is going to be concrete evidence of this claim that he's making. So we got what looks to be a water tank, maybe, on a flatbed truck. Even got the oversized cargo sign over here at the bottom. Yeah, we got it making noises, it's roaring, bellowing, and then it starts shaking. So I guess this is where the evidence of a cryptid being inside this thing comes from. It just starts making noises, and this thing starts shaking. So I guess it would have to be pretty big for it to shake this thing.
Somebody please tell me that's how they move bulls.
And then after that concrete evidence, he even suggests that this is how they move bulls for rodeos. They just leave them inside a water tank and, leave them to roll around while they're transporting them, I guess.
For rodeos now, because what kind of fiduciary is this?
That is a new word. And he ends the video off with that. So that was the most proof that we'll ever see of cryptids being left, just dropped off in the forest for some reason. Alright, so now that we've seen the hard-hitting evidence that this guy presented to us, we can take a look at the comments over here. And the first one says, "But what is causing all the missing cases at national parks and all the strange sightings? Missing 411 is a very interesting read." So obviously this guy doesn't believe what he just saw. Otherwise, all his questions would be answered by this. And they just say, "For sure." Second comment says, "It would fit along the lines of Agenda 21. Force everybody into urban cities, aka 15-minute cities, or whatever they are called cities." Now, I'm not too sure what 15-minute cities are, and I don't think I've heard of Agenda 21. So maybe the comments could shed some, and they don't shed any light on it. They just say, "Man, that is another good point. Thanks for jumping into the conversation." So yeah, maybe they're releasing frog people, bug people into into the forest to force people into cities. Oh, that's just Bigfoot's European cousin, Big Meter. Got a real jokester over here. And got this guy over here saying, "Isn't that the sound of a real big elk or deer?" And it's probably one of the most sensible comments right here. because I did look up a couple videos of you know, elk noises, and that kind of did sound like it, maybe just pitched down a bit, or a deer. And then we got this guy with the answer right here. That's called putting audio over a different video and telling less intelligent people that it's something it's not. Literally a semi being loaded and they're scooting it over. But oh no, let's say it's some creature and watch the ignorance unfold. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what's actually going on in the video. And we got over here saying, yeah, sorry, try again, Peanut. Shut up, Fed. So clearly, you know, brightest minds over here. So if you take a look at the video again, I'm pretty sure that's what happens right here, because there's no straps on it or anything. So clearly, it's just like he said. There, it's either being, you know, barely loaded or unloaded, and they might be scooting it over with a forklift that's probably on the other side, or maybe even trying to put some straps on it or something. And you know, that's probably the explanation for the video. But yeah, all the other comments are pretty much just saying the same thing. So I think I'm just gonna end the video there. But if you liked the video, give it a like or a comment. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching.
Can't read my, no, you can't read my